Welcome to 7 Days Report, your go-to source for all major news from around the world. I'm your host, Vasilios Nikolaos Vitsilogiannis, and I'm thrilled to have you join us this evening. Every weekend at 12 p.m. and 9 p.m., we bring you the latest headlines, in-depth analysis, and insightful commentary on the stories that matter most. Whether you're tuning in for a recap of the week or looking for a deeper understanding of global events, we've got you covered. So sit back, relax, and get ready to dive into the most pressing issues shaping our world today. Thank you for being here with us on this journey through the news. In a significant move just days before an anticipated early provincial election, the Progressive Conservative Government of Ontario has announced a substantial investment of $1.4 billion in a new primary healthcare plan. This initiative aims to connect every person in the province with a primary care provider, building on previous commitments to enhance healthcare accessibility. Led by former Federal Health Minister Dr. Jane Philpott, the plan involves establishing or expanding 305 primary care teams across Ontario. These teams typically consist of a family doctor or nurse practitioner working alongside other healthcare professionals such as nurses and dietitians. The government expects this effort to link an additional 300,000 individuals to primary care services this year, with the ultimate goal of pairing everyone on the province's waitlist with a primary care provider by 2026. Health Minister Sylvia Jones emphasized that the plan is already in place and will continue regardless of the election outcome. This announcement comes as Premier Doug Ford prepares to trigger a 28-day election campaign, sparking discussions about the timing and political implications of the funding commitment. Denmark has announced a significant increase in its Arctic defense spending, allocating 14.6 billion Danish kroner, approximately 2.05 billion, to enhance its regional military capabilities. This move comes in response to ongoing discussions surrounding former U.S. President Donald Trump's renewed interest in asserting control over Greenland, a semi-autonomous territory under Danish governance. The investment will focus on acquiring 3 new Arctic naval vessels, expanding long-range drone capabilities, and enhancing satellite surveillance to improve situational awareness and intelligence. Additionally, the agreement includes increased access to military training for young people in Greenland, aiming to bolster local preparedness. Denmark's Defense Minister, Troels Lund Poulsen, emphasized the need to address security challenges in the Arctic and North Atlantic, underscoring the importance of supporting NATO efforts in the region. This initiative follows a decade of defense spending cuts and marks the first of several planned investments, with a second agreement expected in the first half of 2025. The move is also part of Denmark's broader strategy to assert sovereignty and strengthen alliances amidst heightened geopolitical tensions. A Pentagon official has indicated that the schedule of joint military exercises between South Korea and the United States could be subject to changes. This announcement comes amid ongoing strategic discussions between the two nations, which have been strengthening their military cooperation in recent years. The potential adjustments to the exercises reflect a broader effort to adapt military strategies in response to evolving regional dynamics. The U.S. and South Korea have been enhancing their military technology partnerships, focusing on areas such as maritime security, multilateral exercises, and defense industrial cooperation. Historically, large-scale joint exercises have been a point of contention with North Korea, which views them as a rehearsal for invasion. In recent years, the U.S. has scaled back some of these exercises to ease tensions with Pyongyang. However, North Korea's recent military activities, including deployments to Russia, have raised concerns among U.S. and South Korean defense officials. The potential changes to the exercises highlight the ongoing efforts by both countries to balance deterrence with diplomatic engagement in the region. Further details on the nature of these changes are expected to emerge as discussions continue. Coca-Cola is recalling select cans in the UK due to elevated chlorate levels, a chemical byproduct from chlorine disinfectants used in food processing and water treatment. This precautionary measure affects a limited number of products, including Coca-Cola Original Taste, Coca-Cola Zero Sugar, Diet Coke, Sprite Zero, and Appletiser multi-packs. The affected cans have production codes ranging from 328 GE to 338 GE located at the bottom of the cans. The recall follows similar actions taken in Belgium, Luxembourg, and the Netherlands after routine testing revealed high chlorate levels. While prolonged exposure to chlorate can pose health risks, particularly for infants and children, Coca-Cola Europacific Partners has stated that the likelihood of health issues arising from these products is very low. The Food Standards Agency, FSA, is currently investigating the situation to ensure consumer safety. They have confirmed that no consumer complaints have been reported in Great Britain thus far. The company has emphasized its commitment to product safety and quality, expressing regret for any inconvenience caused by this recall. Divers have successfully recovered 2 black boxes from the wreckage of an American Airlines regional jet that crashed into the Potomac River near Reagan National Airport on January 29, 2025. The aircraft, carrying 64 people, collided with a U.S. Army Black Hawk helicopter during its approach to land, leading to a catastrophic plunge into the frigid waters. As recovery efforts continue, human remains and debris have been found washing ashore on the Virginia side of the river. The black boxes, crucial for understanding the crash's cause, will provide vital data, including flight parameters and cockpit communications. Investigators are particularly interested in the last moments of communication between the plane's crew and air traffic control. The collision is reported to be one of the deadliest aviation incidents since 9/11, with over 60 fatalities, including 3 soldiers aboard the helicopter and members of the U.S. figure skating community returning from a competition. Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy confirmed that the wreckage was located in 3 sections underwater as authorities transitioned their efforts from rescue to recovery following confirmation that no survivors were found. The National Transportation Safety Board is leading the investigation into this tragic event. Syria's new government has formally demanded that Russia extradite former President Bashar al-Assad, who fled to Moscow following the overthrow of his regime in December 2024. This demand was articulated by Ahmed al-Sharaa, the de facto leader of the transitional government, during a recent meeting with a Russian delegation in Damascus. Al-Sharaa emphasized that the continuation of Russian military presence in Syria is contingent upon Assad's extradition and the provision of compensation for the damages caused during the civil war, which Russia had supported Assad through military intervention. The Russian delegation, led by Deputy Foreign Minister Mikhail Bogdanov, acknowledged the need to restore relations but did not commit to the demands presented by the new Syrian authorities. Kremlin spokesperson Dmitry Peskov declined to comment on the extradition request, indicating ongoing discussions without confirming any specific agreements. This development marks a significant shift in Syria's political landscape as the new government seeks to redefine its relationship with Moscow, which has historically been a key ally of Assad. The implications of these demands could affect Russia's strategic military interests in Syria, particularly regarding its naval base in Tartus and air base at Khmeimim. As we wrap up another edition of the 7 Days Report, I want to extend my heartfelt thanks for joining me this evening. We've covered a wide array of significant global events, and I hope you found our news insightful and engaging. Remember, you can catch us every weekend at 12 p.m. and 9 p.m. for your weekly major news from around the world. Your feedback and interactions are what make this show special, so don't hesitate to reach out and share your thoughts. Stay tuned for next week's episode, where we'll dive deeper into the stories shaping our world. Until then, take care and keep informed. This is Vasilios Nikolaos Vitsilogiannis signing off. Have a great evening.